Don't be bashful. Pull out a bunch of cable, hang on to the bottom of it, and stick that cable right back in through the bead again. Says maybe 3/16 of an inch sticking out, and then just pull it right up tight, and that bead will kind of act like a lock. Hold it right up there tight, get it right on there, and crimp it. Crimp it good. There. That's good. I'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. I've got my bead on there. Get it through the hole. Get a hold of your bead. And go right down through from the top. Right into that bead. Stick it out there 1/8 of an inch or so. Pull it up tight. And crimp it. Okay. There we go. That's what you're going to hang it from. It's flame proof. You don't have to worry about it melting. Okay, and that takes care of that part of it. Okay, now I've got the cover that came off the juice bottle. And there's a little dimple in the middle of it, so I'm going to drill a hole right through that with a 1/16 drill. Now I've got a piece of 3/4 inch dowel that's 2 inches long, 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, and I'm going to drill a hole in the end of that. Now I'm going to take that 3/4 inch dowel that I drilled a hole in, put it in the vise, don't squeeze it too tight. I'm going to take the cap with the hole in it, start to screw into that. Then I'm going to put the screw right into that hole that I drilled. I'm going to screw it right on there. Permanently attach it right to the dowel. Good and tight. Might have to move it around a little bit or spin it just a little bit to get it to line up. You want it so it's not leaning sideways. Okay, that takes care of that step. Now let's move to the next. Okay, we got a piece of dowel here, and it's about yay long. So we're going to take a piece of can, and we're going to strip out a piece just a little bit shorter than the length of the dowel. Okay. Now we're going to need a piece about yay long. Make sure it'll go all the way around the dowel. Make sure it's long enough to go all the way around the dowel, and that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2.5 inches, 2 3/4 inches. Now, this piece of flue tape, stuff we used to glue the stoves together, tape the stoves together with after we glued them. Going to take a piece of that, and we're going to cut that just a little bit narrower than the piece of steel, the piece of soda can I just cut. Okay, a little bit narrower, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Okay, now gonna nip the corner out here a little bit. This can be a bit of a bear, but we get it. Peel it back. going to take my soda can, lay it on a straight line. I'm going to take my piece of glue tape, come over here maybe a 1/16 of an inch from the edge, and lay it straight on the line, and get it started on that. There we go. Okay? Now, I'm going to take another piece of dowel, and I'm going to wrap it around here. Keep the edges lined up. Get the tape started, and attempt to go all the way around this. I'm going to slide that off of there, and see how that slides down, slides up for your candle to go in, slides down out of the way. They take care of that. Next, tighten up. I've got all my vent holes, got my cable, I've got my baffle to put my water in. This is basically done. All you got to do is pucker this out, put some water in here, and light your candle. So I'm going to do that on another lantern because I don't want to mess this one up, because I'm going to sell this one to somebody. Okay, now to run this, all you have to do is pucker this edge out a little bit, whether you can see this or not. Pour water in it, about 2 ounces, until it's right up to the top. That water's right there. Then set it off to the side. Take your candle, melt it, drip some wax down in this bottom piece and slide it in. Then just light the candle. Put it in, tighten it up. It's still pretty light in here, but in total darkness when you're out camping and your eyes get accustomed to light, this is more than enough light to maneuver by. You can even read maps by it or cook by it. It's not a bad light, but as you can see, it's not easy to make. There's a lot to it. And before I sell this, I've got to build an Elite and put a fuel bottle and build a windscreen and put it in the fuel bottle, put it all in the Elite, put it all down in there. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to show you. Okay, we've got the water light done. She's all set to go. Now all you're going to do is put the cable down inside. And here's an Elite stove and a windscreen and a fuel bottle. Going to put that right inside. Put the lid on, secure it. Life is good. All sealed up, ready to go. And the stove is in there where it can't get dented up. It's inside of a good hard shell. Fuel bottle full of fuel and the windscreen, as well as the lantern. You're all set. And that, my friend, is how to make a water light. Enjoy yourself. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Bye-bye.